Good morning, students. Today we are starting with a new chapter, that is lists and tables in HTML. In this tutorial we will cover lists and types of lists. So let's move. What do you mean by a list? When number of elements are arranged in a proper sequence or a stack, it is referred to as list. For example, list of books, list of grocery items, etc. In HTML there are three types of list. Now here we are creating a list into the web page. So in HTML we are having three types of lists. First is ordered list, second is unordered list, and third is a description or a definition list. Elements of list. Before we start with a particular type of list, let us see the list elements in HTML. Means while making a code for the list, what kind of tags we are using, that we will see. That is, the HTML elements to create any list are as follows. That is, the first tag, that should be a tag of list type, whether it is ordered list or unordered list or description list. Then second thing is list heading. Third is list elements or list items, we can say. And third is end of the list. So here you can see OL, that is my ordered list. Then LH is my list heading. LI are the list items. Now here we can put any number of list items. And finally end of the list, that is OL close. List heading. This tag is simply used to add heading or caption to the list. Means before we start the list item, let us provide a heading to the list. If we want to provide a heading, then we can use a tag LH. It can be used with all types of list, that is after the list tag OL or UL or any other tag we can add the list heading. It is an optional tag, not mandatory. Now why it is not mandatory? Because many times we are adding a heading to the list using H1 tag or H2 tag or H3 tags, right? So if we are using a heading using heading tags, then we need not to provide LH. Let's start with the first type, that is ordered list. As name suggests, ordered list means a sequential list. The list created in HTML that is given with a numeric or alphabetic sequence is called ordered list. To create an ordered list, we use the tag OL. General syntax is as follows, that is OL, then list heading LH, then LI, list item 1, list item 2, any number of LI we can add, and finally OL close. Now here this OL is your ordered list. OL stands for ordered list. This is your list heading. LH stands for list heading. LI, that is list items. We can add as many number of list items as we want, as I already explained. Attributes of ordered list. The OL tag consists of two major attributes. First is a type and second is a start. Now what is type and what is start? Let us see. The type attribute. This attribute is used to define the type of list, that is whether it is alphabetic or numeric. Means to provide a particular kind of sequence, whether a numeric sequence or alphabetic sequence or a Roman number sequence, we need to use a type attribute. It possesses 5 different values. Any of the value we can use. A, then small a, capital I, small I, and 1. So if we are using A or small a, then it is used to define alphabetic sequence in capital letters or small letters respectively. Means if I put a type capital A, then the sequence will be capital alphabets, and if I put small a as a value to the type, then it is a small alphabetic sequence. I or small I is used to define Roman numbers to the sequence in capital or small letters respectively. Same way, if I am putting I in a capital letter, then capital Roman number sequence will be given, and if I put small I, then small Roman number sequence will be given to the list. And 1 is used to define numeric sequence to the list. Now this is the default type. So if we do not provide any kind of type, then automatically it will be taken 1. The start attribute. Many times we may need to start the sequence with any number or alphabet. Means generally what happens, whenever we start a list, it starts with the first alphabet A or first number I or 1. Now suppose I want to change the sequence, I want to change the starting number. Suppose I want to start a list from number 5 or from the alphabet E. Then we need to use a start attribute. The start attribute is used to provide the starting sequence to the list. It has always a numeric value, whether it is alphabetic or numeric. Means suppose you want to provide a different sequence to alphabetic order, then also you need to provide a numeric value. Suppose you want to start with E, then also you need to provide a start is equal to 5. Okay, this all thing we will see in a practical part, right? So this is only the theory for your concept. We will see it in a practical part. Next comes unordered list. Unordered list, that is a bulleted list. A bulleted list is unordered list. It is very simple. To create unordered list, we use the tag ul. The general syntax is same as it is given in ol. Ul, then if we need, we can provide lh. Here I have not given lh, then li and ul. Here it is unordered list. This is list items and ul close. We can add as many number of list items as we want. Okay. Attributes of unordered list. Now here we are having only one major attribute, that is a type. It has three possible values. First circle, then square, and third one is a disk. Now these are the types of bullets which are provided in an unordered list. Okay. Third one is a description list. When we need to create a list of items, and for each item we need to provide a description or sub items, we create a description list or definition list. For example, we need to create a list of suppose types of pollutions. Now for each type we need to provide suppose 2 reasons of that pollution. Then in such kind of list we need to provide a description list, right? For example, we start with the list, provide the description term, and for each term we are provide the description data. General syntax of description list is, a description list possesses a general syntax as follows, that is dl, then lh if we want to give the heading, dt that is a definition term, dd that is definition data, and correspondingly we can provide as many dt and dd as per our requirement. Here dl is a description list, lh is a list heading, dt is definition term, dd is definition data or description data. Like OL and UL, we can add as many DT as we want, and correspondingly we may add as many DD for each DT also. Next, the topic is nested list. Now what is nesting? See, whenever one kind of list is added into another kind of list, then it is called nested list. When one list is embedded into another list, it is called nested list. The type of list may be same or different in the nested list. Suppose within the list, suppose list of subjects, I am having a list of subjects. Here I am starting with English, then SS, then science. Now into the science I again want to another list of physics, chemistry and maths. At that time I have to create another list within the existing list. So in such cases it is called a nested list. We will elaborate the nested list in a practical part. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.